Alright, so I found this PC on Costco's website and actually looks pretty good for the price. There's currently no customer reviews, but it's the new Skytech Blaze 3, and the last generations of Blazes were the mid-tier level of gaming PCs for an affordable price. 1,600 is quite a bit of money, but for today's market and what comes in it, it's actually pretty good. There's a couple other PCs at this price point, and I'll go over the one that I would probably choose before this. But this one comes with one thing that cheaper PCs normally don't come with, and that is a liquid cooler. Now, you don't have to do any extra maintenance on this whatsoever. It's a closed system. The liquid inside is already in there, and it will continue to work and function properly until it starts to fail. But you never have to add any liquid to it, so don't consider it any extra, uh, I guess, maintenance you will have to do. You still have to clean the PC like normal. It's a 5-minute job usually with a can of air, and you just spray around. So looking at this case, it looks pretty good. So it has a mesh front end, which I like. That means that it will get proper airflow. The problem with these are it does a lot more dust in, so try to keep, as much debris away from it as possible. Clean the room that it's in. Have an air purifier if you can. Just plug it into the side. We'll catch the debris, blah, blah, blah. Great. It does have $10 shipping and handling, which kind of sucks. And sorry, I just saw that. I'll go back to the case. It does have a spot up top to be able to put fans. Me personally, the first thing that I would do with this PC is probably change the liquid cooler to go up top, so move the rad, place the fans at the bottom to suck air out, and place it up top. Get two more new fans to put at the front, so that way it would be non-restricted airflow coming in. When the cool air is now getting hot and it needs to leave, it will rise up, get sucked out by this fan, and the two fans through the liquid cooler, also removing the heat away from the liquid cooler. Now you can try, see what temps you're getting with this, and then just see if that's better, and then go from there. It also has a shroud, so it hides all the ugly cables that you don't want to see. It's actually quite nice. It should have a decent amount of hard drive space, so the other upgrade I would get probably sooner than later is a 2 terabyte hard drive. It is using an NVMe. That picture that it's showing is a Western Digital, which is a great budget drive. I can't really think of any other one that would be better for a cheaper price. That's better than seeing a no-name one, that's for sure. But the one that it's advertising here doesn't look like it's the NVMe brand, but it does say that it comes with an NVMe. That just means that it's much quicker. Um, it has pretty much everything you want. 16 gigabytes of RAM, which is perfect for gaming. The i7 has 8 cores, 16 threads, so it's really good. You can stream with this. You can do everything with this PC. And the 3060 Ti can run I want to say every single game at 1920 by 1080 at least 60 FPS. I have a 2070 Super. This one is a little bit stronger than that. That 2070 Super can run everything, and then I have my 3070 Ti, which can crush like any game. So the Ti variant just means that it's more of a performance mode. So there's the 3060 with 12 gigabytes of VRAM, and this 3060 with 8 gigabytes, but the Ti means that it has a faster core clock. So it is much better at FPS. Doesn't have as much VRAM, but honestly, 8 is more than enough, especially for 1920 by 1080. You can do 2K with the 3060 Ti. I personally would just stick with 1920 by 1080 and then get better FPS. So yeah, like it looks like a pretty solid PC. I imagine that the power supply that comes with it is probably a 650 watt gold, if I had to take a guess. Um, it does have built-in Wi-Fi. We can tell by those things right there. You'll attach your antennas to those, and then yeah. And then when you do buy this PC, you want to plug into these here for the display for your computer screen. Don't plug into that. That will do nothing. And then, yeah, so i7-11700F just means it doesn't have an iGPU, so you have to have a graphics card to get an image. So the graphics card inside here is the 3060 Ti, so you are good to go, but if that thing ever dies, you cannot even use your computer without it. Usually, PCs come with a built-in iGPU in case you ever have any problems with the graphics card, you can at least still use your computer. But to save money, they brought out the F variant, which makes it so you have to have a graphics card. This actually also comes with a 2-year warranty, which I was pretty happy with, and 90-day return policy. So if you try it out and you hate it, you can give it back. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, that 2-year warranty is really nice. So the only thing that I would add is the hard drive and move the RAD up there, add more fans. After that, you won't need any more storage for a long time. 3 terabytes should last you quite a while. Now, the other PC that I would recommend in this price point, which I've done a video on it before, is this one. Now, the only reason that I like this one is it comes with a hard drive already, a 500 gigabyte SSD, which, is pretty solid. That's what I use, but I don't think it's an NVMe. The case just looks better to me. It doesn't have a liquid cooler, so you're kind of picking your battle, but yeah, you know what? I would just go with this one. This one has a cooler case, but we shouldn't make a judgment off the case. This one, the air would be thrown in, pushed, and the inertia would push it against the wall, and then it would spin and then gravitate towards the back as the fan. Well, this one sucks air in, it gets used up, cools off the PC, gets sucked right out. So the airflow probably is better on this one, especially with a mesh case. It will have substantial airflow, and it doesn't look that bad.